Hi everyone, Jean here. Okay, today we're gonna make a binder. What I have a problem with is storing these kind of stickers that I've been getting from like Temu and other places. I've been just kind of throwing them in a plastic container, but then, they're kind of hard to sort through. So I've been checking all my options and I was just going to try one of these. These are A6 size binders, but they don't hold much. I got like four pages in there, and then the magnet wouldn't even hook. So they're quite cheap to buy. They're just not thick enough. So Jean's like, Jean, make your own. You can make your own. So I made this one, and you can see I still have, I've got stickers in these, and you can just get the little pouches for the A6, and I'll give you prices on all these. And then I'm just storing them, kind of by the theme that I get them as I get them, like some Halloween ones in here. These are some flowers and butterflies here. So so it's easier for me to kind of go through and look what I want. Well, I want probably two more of them yet. I'm going to make one for all these kind of white stickers that have the white background. And I want to make a separate one for my acetate stickers, because those are the ones that I use the most because they don't have that, border, that white border. And then I'm going to make one just for the holidays, so I don't have to like take the same one for every occasion. Today I'm just going to make another one, similar to this one. But you can see I have already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages in there. And I still have plenty of room to put more pages yet. So that's what we're going to do. And very easy to make, guys. If you've watched me make any kind of albums or anything like that, this is very easy. First off, to get these pages, let's give you some prices. You will need some of these pages. You can get a 35 piece of these pockets for $6.29. I will link these. I didn't look on Temu or any of them to try to find them because, quite frankly, it's, when I want something fast, I go to Amazon. So, and I don't know what you're going to get and what the quality is going to be like on, Temu, but you guys can go ahead and search. It's just the A6 size. You are going to need the mechanism. You get the little mechanism. They come 2 in a pack. I got the 30 millimeter ring. You can get smaller rings or bigger, or I don't know if they had anything bigger. I think the 30 mil was the biggest I could find. And then they just come with these little screws that we'll put in. And I'll be showing you how to do all that. It's very easy to put one of these on. Okay, so we're gonna need that. And that was $7.99 for 2 of them. And then we're gonna make we're gonna need chipboard. So I already cut everything down to make this faster because it can take a little while. I used the graphics chipboard. You can get whatever chipboard you want. Cereal boxes, anything. This is just this is just a binder. You don't have to use the fancy stuff if you don't want to. This is just for my own personal use, just to help me organize a little better my stickers. So we're gonna need the chipboard. We need 2 pieces that are 7.5 by 5.5, and then 1 piece is 7.5 by 3. So we need that, the chipboard. Then you can use any kind of paper you want. I'm using a combination of just plain colored cardstock, and I've got some designer paper that I just had for my stash. And this is from this paper pack that I had some left in Spring Market. I'm just going with the floral on this one. Just go into your stash, find whatever you want, and then I'm going to use the same ribbon I used on that one, so that they kind of match. And this one I got from, not sure where I got this one from. I assume it's like Dollar Tree or not Dollar Tree, from Hobby Lobby or one of them. I can't remember who has Simplicity. I don't remember. It's got to be Hobby Lobby because I don't really go to Michael's a whole lot. And so gonna use that. Okay, so I think that's everything. The graphics, I think it's how you say it, graphics. 25 pack of 12 by 12 is $19.22. That's your most costly. Like I said, you can use cereal boxes, whatever. I like this. I keep this chipboard on hand. I have it in craft color and the white, and so I use it quite a bit. That's my favorite to use. All right, the first thing we're going to do, we need to make the outside cover for our binder. All together, I need a piece that's 16 by 9.5. So, of course, your paper is only 12 by 12, so I have to cut. So, I've got one piece here, which is 9.5 by 4.5. This one is 9.5 by 4.5. And then this one, I forgot to write the measurements down on this one for some reason. 9.5 by 4.5. Sorry. This one's 12 by 9.5. 12 by 9.5, and then 9.5 by 4.5. And I'm just going to lay this on my grid. I use my grid. I'm going to do a 1/2 inch overlay. Let's see, I've got my 1/2 inch mark right here. There's the dotted line. You know, don't worry about being too perfect, too straight, whatever you do, it's going to work fine. And I'm just going to glue this down, 1/2 inch overlay here. And you can use, at this point, use tape, glue, whatever works for you. I prefer my glue. And this is my Barely Arts in this one. I'm just about out of art glitter glue. And being in Wisconsin, it's getting to the point where it's getting too cold at night for them to ship. So then we mostly use Barely Arts just for that fact that I don't have to worry about, getting it shipped when I need it in the winter months. Not that they don't stock up, because I usually have the big refill bottles, which I don't have one in front of me, but they're big. Okay. Now, in the real world, I would like to let that dry, but we're not in the real world here. So now I'm just going to lay these out. Just kind of center this. And I like to have, 1/2 inch. You can have more border if you want. That's up to you. And then I have this little fancy tool, guys. This fancy tool of mine. It's a stick off of something. I can't even remember what it came off of. But it's almost 1/8 inch thick. And that's what I like to have for my binders, because I want my binders to easily open and close. So I've had this stick for many a year, and I thought I lost it at one point, but I found it. It got hidden when we were remodeling. Okay, so I just put that, and then let's put this one. And that looks pretty good. I got a good enough border. Okay, so that looks pretty good. But any way you want to make, if you want yours closer together, you can. I just find it doesn't crack. As you can see, my paper doesn't crack if I have a wider gap. Okay, so like I said, that part's up to you. So now we're just going to go ahead and add some glue and glue these down. Again, in the real world, I would give it plenty of time to dry. But seeing as, these really are just for my stickers, it'll be okay. Okay, I'm just going to estimate there. And then I'll pull this up, put my stick back. You know me, if I can make something for myself, I'm going to make it. And, I just could not find a pre-made binder that would work, that had a thick enough, whatever you call it. This one I think is going to work really good, and they are so easy to make. I have a different storage for my sticker sheets, which I will be doing a series on my organization eventually down the road on how I organize things. My way, of course, is not, by any means has to be the right way. Just to give you some ideas on how I do it. Okay, get that back in there. Now, my little tool rack is rattling. I want my bone folder here. And then we're going to snip our little corners. Do I have my big scissors out here? I prefer big scissors, but I don't see them. Let's take this one here. Probably on the other project table. Now you can get many tools that help you with these corners and stuff. All you really need to do is, you know, you don't want to cut them tight against the chipboard. So you just want to leave a little, you know, and if you leave too much, that's fine too. And then you can cut it any way you want, a little, you know, on an angle or just straight across, however, you know, you want. You just want to get some of that bulk out of there. And I tend to hang on to these little corners for a bit, just to make sure I didn't cut too close. Wouldn't be the first time. Not like I said this really much matters, and because this is just for stickers, but, and then I just kind of take my little bone folder and go around just to kind of help the paper a little bit. I don't worry, like I said, when it's, you know, this is just something for me. So yes, I want it to look nice, but it doesn't have to be any, in fact, I don't even decorate. I don't decorate it at all because I've got them sliding like this. And, you know, if you put stuff on it, you could put something flat if you want, but I don't worry about even decorating them. It's got decorative paper on anyways. That's good enough. Okay, now I'm just going to start my little folds over. And do I have any clips up here? Probably not. No. So we'll just have to hold it. First thing I want to do after I get this, I want to make sure that my corners are kind of okay. And I don't have any black spots showing. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. And that one's good. Okay. Then I'm just going to take this right away and just kind of poke in the side a little bit. And I'll kind of bring one up close to you. All I'm doing is taking and just kind of bending one side in. And then again, there's many different ways that people do their corners and stuff like that. You know, so I just kind of took, and then, where are we? Kind of tucked it in a little bit on this side. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my little ends first. So let's get some glue down. Okay. I just got to kind of hold it for a minute. It takes pretty quickly, and I don't have clips, so we're just going to have to bear with this for a minute. But art glitter glue and Barely Arts grabs pretty quickly. And I find, like, by putting pressure on, it grabs quicker. And you don't want to do really thick glue. Thick glue does not really work any better. And I don't worry, you can see this side is bigger than the other side. If you want it perfectly even, you know, you cut it perfectly even. I'm covering it anyways, so I don't care that this end is a little wider than that end, because I'm going to be covering the inside anyways. Nothing fancy. Just like that. Okay. You know, as a crafter, I've always tried to make my own organizational things. I've made my own boxes and all that stuff, which you'll see some of those when I start my organizational videos. Because quite frankly, some of those things you buy are a little expensive. Can get quite costly. Okay, there we go. See how quick we're coming together. And this is scrapbook, not scrapbook.com. Paper from this pink paper. I'll show you. I have it right here. It's from this one, I believe. Not this color pack though. But the AC cardstock, I love this stuff. This is a pack, a 60 pack. HSN had a really good deal on them, so I bought a couple more. I didn't need all of, I already have one pack like this, but we bought more because it was really good price. But so that's that cardstock. Oops, there I left a little opening I didn't catch. But that's okay, we're gonna be covering most of it up. But I could still put down like that, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Usually I would put that in there beforehand, but I didn't catch that side, so I'm just gonna let it go. Because as I said, it's just for my stickers. But that's usually what I use those, I save my corner pieces, and I would put it down first to cover that little black spot, but that's okay. I don't know how I missed that. I thought I checked it. That's me. Okay, now like I said, in the real world, we're gonna let this dry. Now I just score this just a little bit at this point, just to make, get the bending process going, because I'm still gonna be putting another layer on. Next, so I'm going to put, perfect, inside. So I'm gonna do my inside next. And that is going to be, you're gonna need 2 sheets of the inside. You're gonna need one that is 7.5 by the 12. And then the other one is, 7.25, sorry. 7.25 by 12, because this is 7.5, but you wanna take a little bit off. I want the pink to show. So I want a little bit of the pink to show. And then this one is 7.25 by 2.5. And we're going to do the same thing. We'll be putting like a 1/2 inch overlay on it. I am just going to take this and glue this first piece down. And like I said, use paper of your choice. You can just stick with plain colored paper. You don't even have to use designer paper. It's just for your stickers. So you don't have, you can be as fancy as you want, or not fancy at all. All we're doing is making a binder to help us organize. I do not like things all over the place. I like to have things a little bit organized. And I did not have stickers like this in my stash until I started shopping off of like Temu and AliExpress and all that. And then they have so many of those kind of stickers that are just a single sticker. Okay, and then we'll take, and we're going to glue this one just like that down too. Okay, and we'll matchy. How far in do we want to go? Okay, bring the top out a little bit. That looks pretty good. Bring it up a little. That looks pretty good. All right. All right, now, there we go. I'm just gonna fold. Now you may see a little wrinkle on me because I'm not letting it dry. I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, so now we have our little centerpiece here. What we need to do is we now need to decide if we want to put this down. What you got to decide on this side, do you want these little screws showing or not? On this one, I did not, okay? So let's, on this one, why don't we show them? So that means I got to put my outside piece down, in which we can put everything down. Okay, so I got to see right where it is. For these ones, for here, I need a 7.25 by 3 inch piece to put here. So we're just going to put this piece down, then we'll do the other one after we put the binding mechanism down. So you can see what it looks like either way. I'll make sure to find my folds here. I went too far. Go this way just a little bit. Okay. That's pretty good. Need to go this way a little bit on the bottom. There we go. Okay, we'll put the other 2 pieces down in a minute because I need my ribbon. All right, so now I'm going to kind of hold it up so I can kind of get this in the middle. So just kind of center this best you can. Okay, top to bottom. I'm gonna turn it this way. That looks pretty good. All right, pencil. Here we go. And then all we're gonna do is, not this pencil. Da, 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 da. I don't know where my thinner pencil is, but I'll just bring the lead out on this a little bit. I think I can do it. Just want to mark our spot. Perfect, perfect. Now, what you want to have is, if you have my Crocodile 2, so that you can go in farther. So you need to be able to go in to reach it. This one goes in farther. I'm going to use the biggest hole setting, right? Yep. I think so. Yep. Well, maybe the small hole setting, I think, will be okay. If it's not, we can always punch it bigger, but I think the small one is what I used on the last one. So now we're just going to kind of line up where my mark is. Push it down. And we get the other one. Okay. Let's put one of these in. Let's see if the hole size is right. I think I might need the bigger size. Do the bigger one. You would think I had it on the right size because I just made one, but I think I made something in between here. Let's go through there again. That piece won't pop out. Pop out. There we go. Okay. Looking for... I did not. Where my screwdriver ran away to. Where did it go, people? Okay. I think I can get this little one to work. Hey, you think you have everything in front of you and then you can't find it. All right, so now all you do, now I liked one end has the hashtag, like the screw marks where you screw, you know, and the other side is flat. I like this on the outside, not the inside. So what I'm going to do is put one on each side here. And they give you an extra one, so if you lose it. Whoops, get back up there. This is probably your most difficult thing of this book, let me tell you. Okay, I'm going to do it the hard way, I guess. We'll just do one at a time. Okay, put one on. Then we are just going to put this one on. Then I need a screwdriver. Got this little itty bitty one. I think it'll work because, you know, I failed here and didn't bring my screwdrivers out. Okay. Trying to get this so you guys can see better. Okay, put that one in there, that one there, and then we put this piece in there, which I know it's hard to get in there with the, but I don't like that showing on the outside. I'd rather have that in. And then just screw it down with a better screwdriver than mine, but it was working. It's a little tiny, but it's working. My one for my glasses I have sitting here. Okay, now we'll put the other one in. And I'm going to just turn it this way so I can hold it better. Pop you in there. Very easy to do, to make your own binders. Okay, and just tighten them up. Okay, Move that extra one. So now you have your little thing there. Okay, now I need some ribbon. I'm just gonna cut me off what I think I want, because who knows until you actually fill your binder up. Okay, that over there. Okay, so now, and you most definitely can put your things on right away, but I wanted to, you know, for me, I wanted to do it last. I just because last time the ribbon was so much in my way constantly. So all I'm going to do is cut this in half. And I just took, I don't know, about 30 inches total. That's probably more than you need, but I like to have more than I need. Then you're just going to find the middle, and I don't think there's no right way or wrong way on this ribbon. And we're just going to glue this down to wherever we think our middle is. And I'm just putting a little bit for now because I'm going to be putting a top piece over. That looks pretty good. Unravel my ribbon here. Okay, so then take another sheet of paper, and this was 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to put that and just as if I was doing a magnet here, I'm just going to put a little glue on top and extra around it. Just to have enough. And we're just going to center that. I just want to really make sure you're holding this down really good until it adheres. Looks pretty good to me. Okay. Go. Now let's go. We're going to just fold this over for a second. And I'm just going to put my glue here to match. Or as we say, you match the best you can, right? And our other piece right here. And just put that down. And just even it up the best you can. And I'll hold that. That's a little crooked there. So I like using glue. I have a few minutes to play with it. Okay, and we are done. Now I want to show you. So there is if you got the screws showing on the outside. And here I covered it up. So that I put the mechanism on first and then put my layer piece over the top. So you can do it either way. You just pay attention if you want these covered up, not to put your layer piece down then until afterwards. That's why I leave my outside for last, so that I can, you know, decide. But I like it better covered, but that's your preference if you like it showing, but that's your preference. And that's why you got to pay attention. The part that you screw in that has you want on the inside, so that way you don't accidentally cover it up. That's why I put those on the outside instead. So it's a smoother finish on the outside. And then all you do is, whoop, that's the upside down. All you do is open it up, and you have to pull these little things out on all of them. I'm only going to do one, but this will hold quite a bit. I mean, you'll probably see me maybe digging through these when we work on projects, you know. But like I said, I got to make one more holiday one. And that one I might do like a collage of holiday papers. Then we'll put in some of our stickers. And these ones just happen to be Christmas ones. Oh my goodness. Seriously, you do the thing and then it still doesn't open. There we go. Okay. Now you just put your stickers in, and I just kind of put them in, and voila. And you could tie it if you want. Just gonna quickly tie it. You have, like I said, I left quite a bit on here, and then after I get it full, I'll probably cut some more of it off. But you can see, like on this one, like I said, what I say, 9 pages in this one, I still have plenty of room to make. And this one, I believe I made bigger. Nope, it's the same binder. I was going to go a little bigger on this one, but I did the same 3-inch on this one. But I think 3 inches more than enough, because look at all that space you have. You know, I still have quite a bit of space. I can put lots of stickers in there. All right, guys, and like I said, you can decorate it yourself. That's your choice. I'm going to leave mine just like that. That's decorated enough so that when I'm sliding them in and out, you know, on my shelf, it's gonna rub off anyway. So, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little, or well, I wouldn't say quick because it was 30 minutes, organizational video for stickers, and I will be having more of them, videos like this one, how I organize things. So just keep an eye out for them. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.